Hey everyone, welcome to probability lesson number 9. So making predictions using probability. We want to use probability to say something about if this were to happen 300 times, what would we expect to happen? So we're going to use probability to make inferences, to make predictions. So if you were to roll a dice or a die 400 times, how many times would you expect to roll an even number? Okay, so we know that the probability of getting an even number, so probability of even, is 3 out of 6, right? Because you can roll a 2, 4, or a 6, so 3 out of 6, which is equal to 1 half. Okay, using this probability, we can figure out how many times we would expect to roll an even if we rolled it 400 times. There's going to be two main methods. Okay, method 1, we could set up a proportion. We know 1 out of every 2 rolls, we should get an even. And if we set it up with 400 rolls, we put x on top, we could cross multiply and solve. So we get 2x equals 400, divide by 2, divide by 2, and x equals 200. Okay, so we would expect it to happen 200 times, which makes sense because if half of the time we're going to get an even and we roll it 400 times, half of 400 is 200. So we could also do it that way for method 2. We can multiply the probability by the number of trials. So 1 half times 400, which is 200. Okay, so either method, you don't have to do both, but just know both. So a bag contains 5 red marbles, 7 green marbles, and 3 purple marbles. Mary picks a marble, records its color, and puts it back in the bag. If Mary were to do this 45 times, how many times would you expect Mary to pick a red or a purple marble? Okay, so the probability of red or purple. Okay, there's going to be 15 marbles total. And out of those 15 marbles, we want to know how many are red or purple. 5 red, 3 purple. So it's going to be 8 out of the 15. Okay, so again, we could set up a proportion. We have 8 over 15 equals x out of 45. Okay, we can cross multiply. We get 15x equals, if we have 8 times 45, bring down the 15x. 8 times 45 equals 360. Divide by 15, divide by 15, and x equals 24. Okay, so we would expect it 24 times. Now we could also do 8 fifteenths times 45, which is also equal to 24. Okay, this way is probably a little bit quicker, but if you prefer proportions and cross multiplying, that works also. Okay, if you want to try this next one on your own, go for it. If not, we'll work through it together. So Muhammad's playing a game with a standard deck of cards. He gets points every time he picks out a card, and it is a spade. If you were to replace the card after each time he picked one, making it independent, how many times would you expect him to pick a spade out of 48 turns? The probability of a spade in a deck of cards is 1/4. Right? There's 13 of each. 13 over 52 is 1/4. Okay, so we have 1/4 equals x over 48. We cross multiply. We get 4x equals 48. Divide by 4, divide by 4, and x equals 12. Okay, doing it the other way. We have 1/4 times 48, which is equal to 12. Okay, so either way we get 12. Our last one here. At a carnival, contestants spin a wheel with 8 equal sections. 2 of the sections are a small prize and 1 section is a large prize, and the rest are not winners. If 120 people play the game, how many people would you expect to not win? Okay, we know that there's 8 sections. Let's find the probability of not winning. Okay, the probability of not winning. There's 8 sections. 2 of them are small prize and 1 is a large prize. So 3 of them are winners. That means 5 of them are losers. Right? So we have 5 out of the 8, which you don't win anything. So if we want to set up the proportion, it's going to be 5 over 8 equals x over 120. Okay, then cross multiply. We could do 5 times 120 equals 8x, or 8x equals 5 times 120, doesn't matter. We get 600 equals 8x, divide by 8, divide by 8, and we get 75. So 75 equals x. So we would expect 75 of them not to win, which makes sense because it's more than half of 120. So doing it the other way, we can do 5/8, the probability of not winning, times 120, and you still get 75 people. Okay, so we'd still expect 75 people to not win anything. So sorry. All right, I'll see you guys later.